Hey fam, welcome back. Thank you for being patient with me. I know it's been a long time since I've connected with you on this platform, but I have connected with you almost daily on Instagram and Facebook. I will leave that information at the bottom of this video if you have not connected with me on those two platforms. For my new viewers, hey, thank you for tuning in. My name is Elle. And I just want to share some information with you. I've been away for a very long time because I have been going through a lot of challenges, changes, upgrades, downloads, integrations, you just name it. I've been going through it, and I'm sure that you have been experiencing the same, if not similar things that I have been experiencing. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am a twin flame who is just working through the process of this journey. I have gotten to the point within this quote-unquote twin flame energetic connection that I don't even know what to say about it anymore. It has been such an eye-opening connection for me, and although it is extremely challenging, or what I'm experiencing is extremely challenging, I must say that I have come to realize that this dynamic is not about the other individual. It is definitely about you figuring out who you are, remembering who you are, and you connecting with the divine. So with that being said, I also want to share with you that I have been receiving a lot of angelic messages that I have been posting on YouTube, on Facebook and Instagram. I try to post them daily. Sometimes I'm unable to post them daily, but I will try to put my best foot forward to actually, take some time within my day to really get these messages out. And I post them, and I get these messages for each zodiac sign. So sometimes it takes some time for me to take time out during my day to post these messages. But like I said, I'm really going to put my best foot forward to post them because the messages are very uplifting and encouraging. And I'm getting a lot of really good feedback from people who are on Instagram who resonate with these angelic messages that I am sharing. So thank you so much. And if you haven't, read any of them, like I said, I will post my information at the bottom of this video. So today, last night I received a message from my divine angelic spiritual team, and when I woke up this morning I received the same message, and I am encouraged to share this information with you because this is something that I have experienced and I am currently experiencing and working through. And like I said, this is also another angelic message. It'll be channeled through me right now. And I wrote some notes down so that I'm not babbling, because I have to give you definitions of two words so that you will understand what this message is all about. The message that I received is compromising your integrity. Now, a lot of times when we hear the word compromise, we think of meeting someone halfway with regards to information, with regards to the way we feel, with regards to something that we want. But has anyone ever really looked up the definition of compromise to see what it really means, and or synonyms to what compromise is about? Well, I did, because I really wanted to understand what this angelic message meant. So not only did I look up the word compromise, I also looked up the word integrity. Compromise means to accept standards that are lower than desirable. Compromise also means to undermine, to be detrimental to damage, to injure, to harm, to jeopardize, to endanger, to dishonor, to function less than effectively, to split, to give something up, or to make something, sorry, that's my light in the background, sorry, or to make something half, like to break something up and give half or receive half. Integrity means to be honest, to be honorable, to be truthful, to be trustworthy, to be in a state of being whole and undivided. It means unity, wholeness, togetherness, and unification. Now, when you think about it and you really read the two definitions of compromise and integrity, they are complete opposites. How can you compromise, means give half or be dishonest or lower your standards? Your integrity, which means to be honorable or truthful or to be unified and whole. This it doesn't mesh. It does not flow together. It just doesn't make sense. So when the angels said to me, Elle, you're compromising your integrity. I'm like, what do you really mean? Like, what's really going on? And I knew that they were talking about my twin flame connection. I knew that they were talking about all other relationships that I have within my life, as well as the relationship that I have with myself. Now, last night when I got the message, I was like, okay, I'm going to figure this out tomorrow. This morning when the same message came to me and I did my research on what these two words meant, it really hit me that not only if you're on a spiritual journey, but any life journey that you're on, how do you compromise your integrity? Think about ways in which you're compromising your integrity. Meaning, think about ways that you are being dishonorable and honorable at the same time. How is that possible? How are you being dishonorable to yourself and honorable to yourself at the same time? How are you accepting something that is less than what it is that you know is right? And also, not how, but ask yourself, why are you doing these things? Integrity. If you have integrity and if you live a life of integrity, that means that you are doing things, you are behaving in such a way, your thoughts and your actions are such that you are being honorable to what it is that you believe in. You are being forthright and you're trusting in yourself and you're trusting in the divine and you're trusting in the process. And you know that the moves that you make, the things that you do, are such that they make you feel whole and complete. They don't break you down. They don't separate you. They don't make you feel less than. And that is what compromising does at times. When people compromise, somebody is always going to get their feelings hurt because they're not getting exactly what they want, because they are meeting something, some challenge or some disagreement halfway. They're not being given the complete wholeness of what it is they're seeking. And when we compromise our integrity, what we are doing is that we are lowering our spiritual, emotional, psychological, if you are religious, holistic values. You're lowering everything within you that you know is true, which you know is right, which you know is righteous, which you know is honorable, which you know is moral, so that you could meet someone halfway, or meet something halfway, or meet an idea halfway. And in the end of this, you're not complete. You're breaking yourself down. You're separating yourself. You're dividing yourself. And the whole purpose of being on a spiritual, well, one of the purposes of being on a spiritual path or any path is to find wholeness, is to find completeness, is to move in such a way whereby you feel, know, do, act, think, say, your whole essence, your whole aura, your presence, everything about you is trustworthy, is whole, it's complete, it's not divided. And when you compromise, that is what happens. You're dividing yourself up. You're dividing your wants up. You're dividing your needs up. You're dividing your beliefs up. And you're not whole and complete. And you're left feeling like there's something missing. Because there is something missing. When you compromise your integrity, what you're doing is you are dividing your honor. You're dividing your moral standards. You're dividing what it is that you believe to be true in your life. You're dividing your beliefs so that you can make someone else feel like they are right. Or so that you can come to a quote unquote common ground with someone who may not agree with what it is that you think, feel, or have said to them. And in the grand scheme of life, your role in life is not to make anybody else feel a certain way because they don't believe in what it is that you're presenting to them, or they don't feel the same way that you feel. Especially, now I'm talking to you females who are on this twin flame journey. I'm especially talking to you with regards to compromising your integrity, because a lot of times females will compromise what they want, what they believe, and what they know is true in their heart and soul. What they believe in and what they know is right, so that they can still have their beloved in their life in some way, form, or fashion. And in all reality, what you're really doing is you are telling the divine, you know what, I don't trust you. And I don't honor the things that you have shared with me. I don't honor the messages that you have given me. And I'm just not going to be honest with myself about this. Nor am I going to be honest with my compliment about this, because I'm too afraid that if I stand my ground and if I stand strong in my integrity and if I don't divide what it is that I believe or myself, then they're never going to speak to me again, or union is never going to happen. Well, check this out. Union will never happen if you do compromise your integrity. Because this whole twin flame dynamic is about unification. It's not about division. So if you allow your integrity to be compromised, if you allow yourself to be divided, then how will you ever expect unity with your divine complement? It's not going to happen. It's just not. It's impossible, because that is what this connection is all about. It's about harmonization. It's about unity. It's about wholeness. So when you divide yourself up, or you divide your beliefs, or you lessen your beliefs because you are in a state of fear that something is not going to go the way that you want it to go, or your complement is never going to speak to you again or behave a certain way, you are not being honorable to yourself, and you're not being honorable to the divine. So this is something that we really need to think about, not only in this twin flame dynamic, but in every aspect of our lives. Are we compromising our integrity? Now, let me give you these definitions again if you forgot. Compromise means to accept standards that are lower than desirable, to undermine, to jeopardize, to harm, to injure, to damage. It's dishonorable. to split up, to give something up, or to make half. Integrity is being honest, is being honorable, is being truthful, is being trustworthy. Integrity is a state of being whole and undivided. You cannot compromise your integrity if you want and seek and aspire to and want to attain harmonization on all levels of your being with your complement. Because if you divide yourself up and divide up what you know is right and true, if you are not truthful and honest with yourself and with your complement or with anyone in your life, things just won't work out. They just won't, because there will always be division. So this is something to really, really contemplate. It's not something to just, be like, yeah, I'll think about this later. It's something that you contemplate this every single day. Meditate on this actively and passively. And when you do, you will find that if you're compromising your integrity, you're kind of living in a energy of contradiction, which can be very challenging and which can also cause challenges. Now, this is not to say that you have to be mean or you should be mean. You can still live with integrity and be gracious and be thoughtful and be loving and be compassionate. All of these things come into play because you're being honorable to yourself. You're being truthful to yourself. And it's not only being truthful to yourself, but you're being truthful to the other person involved in the situation. First and foremost, you have to take care of yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to find unity and wholeness within yourself, because if you don't, then you could never have unity, wholeness, and harmonization with any of your other relationships. It starts with you first. And this twin flame dynamic, this twin flame connection, whatever it is that you want to call it, is really about you being honorable to you and what it is that you believe in. Everything else will fall into place. But you have to honor yourself first. If you don't honor yourself, if you're not truthful with yourself, if you don't trust yourself, nothing else will. Nobody else will trust you. Nobody else will be truthful to you. You won't find harmony and wholeness within any other aspect of your life, because it starts with you. It starts within. What we are experiencing on the outside is just a reflection of what we're experiencing on the inside. And when we continue to compromise our integrity, we are dividing ourselves internally on all levels of our being. And this is a hard pill to swallow, because we don't realize that we all do it in some way, shape, or form. Especially the feminines in this twin flame dynamic, especially the feminines. If you're dealing with a masculine who is narcissistic and you just love them, even narcissistic to the tiniest bit, and you just love them and you want to show them compassion and mercy and grace, you're really doing yourself and this whole dynamic an injustice, because you are compromising your integrity. You are allowing yourself to be divided. There's no harmony within you. And how do you expect there to be harmony between you and your mirror reflection if there's no harmony within you? Listen, I'm just providing a message. So if it resonates with you, definitely contemplate it, meditate on it, think about it, allow it to seep into your inner being. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's cool too. At least we connected on this plane, right? So this is something that was really surreal for me when, this morning when it really hit me, because I'm like, oh my goodness, wow, this is amazing. And like I said, our external life and challenges, our external relationships are just a reflection of the relationship that we have within ourselves. And if we really want to experience the changes that we want on the outside, or the relationships that we want on the outside, we have to start with the relationship we have with ourselves. And if you're not being honest with yourself, and if you're not trusting yourself, you can't expect other people to be honest with you. It just doesn't work like that. It really, really doesn't work like that. So this is really something to think about. And I hope that this is helpful. And just a word of encouragement. We're all learning. We're all growing. We're all receiving messages. We're all capable of doing the same thing. We are all capable of having that divine connection that we want. But we have to work on ourselves first. We have to have that divine connection with the divine ourselves first, because that is the only way that it is going to descend down into the denser plane that we live in and explode out like an atomic bomb and touch all of the people in our lives. And once it does that, then we'll start to see, experience, and feel the love in the relationships, and the relationships that we want. But we have to have it first with the divine. We have to have it first within ourselves. We have to start trusting ourselves. We have to start trusting the divine, and we have to start honoring ourselves and our divinity. We cannot compromise our divinity just because we are in that energy of fear. Not for anyone, not for your beloved, not for your twin flame, not for your parents, not for your kids, not for your coworkers, not for your job, not for anything. We cannot do this any longer. It's not going to work. We're at a stage in this process on the earth whereby we are being forced to, if we are not allowing, or if we are resisting, we are being forced to experience certain challenges within our life that are course correcting type of challenges. So if you want to play around, if you want to be distracted, if you want to continue to blame someone else, or you want to continue to point the finger at someone else for your experiences, all of that stuff is going to come to an end really, really soon. And for some of us, it might not be something that is it might not be something that we really want to experience. But although we may not want to experience it, it is definitely for our highest good. So allow yourself the opportunity to make the mistakes that you need to make in order to get on track. And know that if you're not on track, there'll always be a course correction, whether it is a very challenging course correction, whether it's a very gentle course correction. Allow yourself the opportunity to experience it and honor yourself and honor what you know is true for you and honor the divine. Have faith and trust within yourself and within the process. And family, especially my feminines, my females, my sisters, stop compromising your integrity because you're doing yourself a complete disservice. This journey is not about them. It's about you. It's about you figuring out who you are. It's about you realizing who you are. It's about you remembering who you are. It's about you manifesting the life that you want. It's about you living the life beyond your wildest dreams, whether it is with or without your divine complement. And if you find that it's without your divine complement, guess what? The divine creator will bring someone else into your world that resonates with your vibration. You just have to work on yourself and stop focusing on him. Or if you're a masculine, stop focusing on her. Stop. Just stop. If things are not going the way you want it to go, that's because there's some other stuff that's happening in the background that needs to be worked out. And that is the perfect opportunity for you to contemplate whether or not, am I compromising my integrity by continuously doing things that hurt me only because I feel like it's going to help my beloved, or only because I don't want to hurt my beloved? But you're hurting yourself, which in turn means that you're hurting your beloved. We don't think about it like that. So fam, love yourself, find harmony within yourself, and stop compromising your integrity. You are so worth so much more. And when you find that you stop compromising your integrity, you will see how wonderful and beautiful life just falls into place for you. It just, all kinds of magic just happens within your life because you are honoring the divinity within you. And when you honor the divine within you, that means that you are honoring the divine. I promise you that you can live the life beyond your wildest dreams once you stop compromising your integrity. Stop dividing yourself up because you're trying to make something happen it's not time to happen right now. Stop doing that. Stop. Okay, so fam, I hope this helped you. Look up those words yourself. Contemplate those words. Contemplate the whole thing. Contemplate your life. And I promise you, everything will be better than your wildest dreams. Let us stay connected. I will come back very soon because there's so many messages that I need to share with you all. I just need to stop playing around. Okay, so fam, I will check you later. I hope that you have a great day.